What's up, guys? What's up, YouTube? This video is gonna be very short, all right? But I have to make this video now, because it's better to make it now. I wanted to wait, but I make it now. It's just a message for those who resonate. That's why it's on my backup channel, you guys. You know, yeah. We need to get ready. All right. I watched the Remedy H video. For those who wonder where I get this information, it was specific. It was also from other YouTubers, but I watched the Remedy H video. Shout out to you. And in this video they talked about we need to repent. For those who talk about repenting and stuff, we need to repent. All right, and we just have time until August, like August this month. These last days. Yeah, I know I came a little bit late to tell you guys, to warn you guys about this, but you have till all August to be like, which side are you on? Do you want to just like reincarnate, you just come back here and just be stuck, or do you possibly also want something else and not always the same outcome? That's what I mean by repenting. That's why I'm here to tell you guys. Because if I would not, I would be like with these wicked beings, because they don't do that. They don't want you to know. For the boys and sisters who know, the crown chakra has been popping. There's brothers and sisters who know. For those who are asleep, some of you are still gonna feel it. Some of you are not, but it's how it is. That's why, guys. Don't feel guilty. Don't be like, why some of us have to have these jobs. You know what I mean? Why some of us have to have jobs and some of us have not. Like both of us look at it as a curse, but actually not. Actually not. This is a good point. Like so I'm here to warn you guys. We need to repent those who fucked up. I don't know. I'm just here to tell you guys to do this. The real ones, they already know this. For the real ones, we just keep going. We just keep doing our Tai Chi, meditation, the telekinesis, right? The telekinesis. I have my wand here. My wand. I use this wand for telekinesis, for like aluminum foils to move them with the wand. It's pretty good. I carved it. I wanted to make it thinner here. So it looks more like a Harry Potter wand. I wanted to, but then again, like having it thick like this is actually great. And I have this sigil carved in. It's supposed to be the moon, the crescent moon, and like a star in the middle, and the sigil around it. And this sigil is for extinction, in case you guys didn't know. But this is my wand. Maybe later on we're gonna like move some stuff. But yeah, things looking great, guys. Things looking great. We are the co-creators of our own reality, like the Skull Clown said. Shout out to you, Gio. We are the co-creators of our reality, which means we control the outcome. So whatever the collective like really wants, I'm talking about the subconscious. I'm talking not about maybe some of us, because we're not all perfect. Some of us maybe still too much distracted, and we believe right now that we think that we are some way, but we're not really like we think we are. And this goes back from my past life. I have to come back with past life stories to explain what I mean, because I already told you in the previous video that I died, that I got killed in my past life, but I never told you guys how detailed it was, how I get killed detailed. All right. Yeah. The most common, the reason why I died would be alcohol. All right, because it was in a place like after party stuff vibe, and all of us were drunk. All right, and it happened. These guys, were drunk, and then they started attacking me, and it was like at least 2v. I don't know. I remember how many guys, but it was 2v1. I was outnumbered. Also, when I get killed, And the fact that they didn't kill me instantly, it was like 3 minute fight, something like that. And then I died eventually because I was drunk as well. I shouldn't have drank, but then it happened the way it did, and that's why I still enjoy alcohol. But I be very careful around alcohol. But it's just my case, guys, because what these wicked beings and some of these reptilians don't want to tell you that they have access to your Akashic records, so they know, most likely they know how you passed in your past life. All right, so they already know your habits. All right, and that's why when I see shady, wicked people everywhere I go, it's because they know about something. But what you guys want to say, some of your sleepers, religious people, uh, or sometimes ChatGPT, which is fucked up, well, wanna tell us otherwise. See what I'm saying? They want to tell us that this was coincidence, that this is random. This is bullshit. And this also one message. Also, again, shout out to Remedy H. He pushes this not too much, because I know how YouTube is, but the one message he really pushed and really stuck with me, and he did this for years, is that yeah, we have these wicked beings who are here, all right, and they might gonna pay. For, some of them gonna. I'm telling you guys here, some of them gonna pay now in this lifetime for whatever they did. But that don't mean that you brothers and sisters gonna get away with it. That's one thing I respect Remedy. I respect Remedy H because a lot of you brothers and sisters who make No, I'm not talking to my my bros and stuff. I'm talking to the other content creators, other brothers and sisters wanna be like, no, we shouldn't do that. We should do kumbaya and stuff. What the no kumbaya? There's no kumbaya. You can't do this. You can't do this. You are the balance. You are the balance. You want to tell us that we are the balance? I'm just letting you know. I might be wrong. I might be wrong. But what are you gonna do after me being here and actually telling you guys that next year everything's might different? And my point was just like, guys, repent because August is almost over. And if you talk shit, then I don't even know how you got into my channel. But that's why it's here. So we can talk about everything. We can talk about how they did the jab once, because the stuff with the jab. Those one who took the stab, right? Those who took that. Those who took it. They want to make it seem brush it off as if nothing happened. But I'm asking you guys, what happened to those who didn't took the jab? What happened to those? Nothing, right? What happened to us? Many wondered, but nothing happened. Nothing happened. I didn't took the stab. My cousin also, he didn't took the stab. He was like, no, I'm not gonna fold. Many others, not many others, but the other rest of y'all, who know, they didn't took it and nothing happened. We're still here. So it's still a plus for us for standing our ground. Because some of y'all wanted to kill us. Not all of y'all, but some of y'all literally wanted to kill us because of this and that. That's what? That's never gonna happen. I never heard this. It maybe happened, but I'm tapping as far my Akashic records and knowledge goes, because I'm a warrior. You know, I'm a whole warrior. So yeah, even though knowledge is power, but if I'm a warrior, I just need I just need knowledge of war, of what a warrior needs to know. That's what we mean. Like, even though I'm a warrior, but I need to know, I need to learn what it is, what it takes to be, you know. That's why I don't care when some of you call me dumb. Hey, damn stupid, or he not book smart. I'm gonna throw up, guys. Literally, I can't. I can't. I need to fucking stop. I'm just having so much fun here talking. But I actually, I sent my message, guys. I'm actually about to go. Oh, nice. I'm about to go, but I'm just shouting out everyone. Shout out to Remedy H, right? You know, the great video. You know, going back like brothers and sisters, you who want to side with the wicked ones, you gonna pay with them. You gonna go down with them, guys. Shout out to Remedy H for saying this. Shout out to Kalai. He kind of says like a similar message. He also mentions other stuff, but he kind of also mentioned this. Shout out to Geo, the Skull Clown. Shout out to Sirius Inner Temple. Even though Sirius Inner Temple, you don't make no videos. I know some of y'all want you to continue. I get it. I'm good. You know, you do you do whatever you want. He does whatever he wants, right? Shout out to Orion TV, Bang Bang, right? All of them great, all of them great. Yeah, we could also shout out to Bobby Emmett, but I haven't heard nothing from him. Well, all of them. How's this other called? 33 Knowledge. I don't know, guys, but you guys know. Shout out to him as well. You know, all of them. If you guys think, you know, because I might, you know, I have not told you everything, but that's what I'll be pushing. And yeah, some of us might don't get along and stuff, which is fine because none of us are perfect. We might don't get along, guys, but you know, and I'm talking as a Heiyonker, and a Heiyonker, what a Heiyonker really needs to do is just to know and be aware, because then if I'm going to be taking accountable for something, you know, that I cannot take anything as an excuse, because it's an excuse to not knowing stuff, because you need to know stuff, right? But the practice also important. I know I don't really rap that, you know what I'm saying, but you gotta like, you gotta practice stuff, you know. But that this goes without, because we in a war, guys. It's war, and it's low vibe versus high vibration. That's it. So you gotta do your stuff. And me as a musician, I found out very early, because musician has a true musician. There are fake musicians who just use autotune and stuff, but the real musician uses his throat chakra and knows how high vibrational it is. So when I start not getting gigs anymore, when they not want to let me play in coffees, some just ignore it because they want to have the big stages. They want to have the mosh pit and stuff. But I would go at the coffee. You can still make your bread. You can still make like some $50 on a coffee. If you have a good night, who knows? You know, if you know, guys, it's possible. They let you. They let you. But in me, it's hard for me to get one after I got one. It's getting harder and harder, and I'm like, why is that so? You know, because I at least question it. So yeah, you need to question stuff. And that's how I found out. Like, you know, it's because they're low vibration. They know my music is high vibration. I have low vibrational music, but I rather, or let's just ask the fans. They you can kind of have to admit, or no, I don't know what I'm saying, but you know, I feel like high vibration music is better. It's like I already listen to these artists, even though it's a reptilian being. I don't know, but he talks about Forever Young. I don't know his artist name, but the song Forever Young. I rather listen to this song because it has a good message. Or do you want me to go listen to NWA, with the Easy E and stuff, you know? But they talk about a lot of killing each other. So which music is better? Even though Easy E and stuff, these are brothers. These are Nagas, right? I'd rather listen to Forever Young because it's the message. So yeah, I have been having a lot of problems because I used to be a musician, and I could even go as far as being, you know, full time musician. But they put like a lot of stumbling blocks, which just encourages me to use my throat chakra, you know. And this happens to be my favorite way of practicing my passion. So if I can do that, you know. So it's not, they didn't stop me. They never stopped me from making music, but it just, in the world we live in, guys, you think I'm gonna, fuck with all this paper stuff? No, let's just do something else. You can do just content on YouTube, you know, Just be a YouTuber. Just I'm just giving you just a good tip you could do. Just start making content. You can do whatever you want. You don't have to be like me. Sitting here and talk. You know, you don't have to be like me and talk about others and just you don't have to do that. But yeah, you can just be a content creator. So yeah, guys, it's better. You're better off just be a content creator. Instead of this music stuff. Like yeah, you can do music, but full time. You know what I'm saying? Like let's just take Black Eyed Peas, the group Black Eyed Peas. Let's take them as an example because they're a little bit more recent. Or I don't give a fuck. But they make great. Will.i.am, right? Will.i.am, his whole group. They made great songs, right? You know what I'm saying? They made very cool songs, but every time I think of Black Eyed Peas and I want to be like they're a great band, they're a great group, they made one of my favorite songs, then I'm also think they made the song Let's Get Retarded. So never forget, guys. Never forget what the Black Eyed Peas, they made Let's Get Retarded. They made this song. So I'm saying like it's all about vibration. It's all about vibration, guys. It's all about vibration. All right. Those who watch this video, I assume they caught up with the recent Remedy H video, where we talk about like a reset is happening, and a reset happen all the time, guys. So shout out to Remedy H, but this video actually explains that a reset about to happen, and we just have time to repent till August because the reset is something we can all us not gonna stop. It's going to happen. All right, that's pretty much it so far. That's all we need to know for now. Okay, that's all I'm gonna share for now. And I mean, it's simple. Like the reset is gonna happen, and the reset hasn't happened for eons. So now it's a reset that's gonna happen. So when this reset happens, a lot of you gonna remember stuff. You even gonna remember past lives. If you have to, but you're gonna remember what you need to remember. So, and then we gonna see who's like really wicked, or just wicked, or who's real, who's being real, and that's it. For many, it is a disappointment, but it is a reset. So it was meant to happen. So those who are awake, for them, it's just timing. It's just the way it is. But we talk about those who are asleep. Some of you might be disappointed, but I would just tell you guys to hold on. August is almost over. After that, guys, after August, in September, there's going to be an event where none of us expected. None of us. You know why I tell you this? Because the events that happened recently already kind of were like events where I'm like, I didn't expect that this would happen. I kind of did, but you know what I mean? After something like this happens, do you really expect or think that something worse even is gonna happen? Because many think that's the crazy part about it. Many think now that nothing's gonna happen now. I don't really want to mention it, but now that last year the Hogan died. I said last year, but now that Hogan died, everybody thinks that nothing's gonna happen after this. That's insane, bro. That's insane. Actually, them telling us that Hogan died right after the Netflix stuff they released about him, and he died. And you think this is something? It's random, therefore, or that something is it's a coincidence, right? And therefore they think nothing's gonna happen and the year's over. But guys, for me, that's the sign. That's the ultimate sign that, guys, something's gonna happen after this August period. None of us expected. So this is the video. You can come back after this video, see if I was bullshitting, or I even come back. And if I was wrong, guys, I'm really just gonna delete this channel then. But then fuck it. Then you guys will regret. So If this video is still up, guys, you know, guess what? I wasn't lying. I wasn't fucking lying. All right, guys. So about to wrap this up, and I made myself clear, right? You know, I just want to get redundant, but I might just come back with another video or after this period. I don't know, but this was me. I want to come here and I maybe want to save lives. All right, and before I go, I need to mention Orion TV again. Orion TV, I saw you in a dream, you know, and this, you know, we met in LA, you know, in the 80s. But you were like, if we did, you were like a little, you were so young, you know, not me now, but in my past life, I lived there and I might seen you, you know, because I saw you in a dream as well and we were linked that way. That's why, you know, I'm just talking as an artist, you know, our artists just record in the studio and stuff, you know. I mean, all of us are artists, but you know what I'm saying. Before I go, yeah, and these things, this stuff happened in LA, right? And yeah, guys, don't be mad at me, like my past self. I know I was like kind of cringe, you know. If I think me, like I was adorable, you know, because I was young, guys. I died very young, so I was adorable. I could slide with a lot of stuff. I was live with a lot of stuff like my past life, but that was I was being cringe, you know. I needed this is where I like needed a daddy, right? I needed a daddy figure who shows me how to, you know, to toughen up, to be like a, you know, to be a man. I be a man for real. You know, I think I didn't have that. I didn't have that. You know, it was sad. It was sad because I was street smart though. You know, I was not dumb. Many thought I was dumb. Even now they think I'm dumb, but back then they thought I was dumb. But you know, I was street smart though. Knew about all these harder drugs, right? And I always knew cocaine was bullshit. Cocaine is the whole BS, right? You know. But I did coke. I did coke in my past life. I did coke, but you know, I knew it was BS. No, you know what I mean? You know, do some snoring. I know some of your YouTubers do it. You don't want to, you know, you don't want to admit. You're like, oh, why is this guy sniffing his nose live? Like, because they don't admit. You know, I never did coke. I never do coke, but I did do coke. So I don't want to discourage you guys. Oh, coke. You know what's really tough drug is crack or meth. If you want a tough drug, you need to do crack or crystal. These are the hard drugs. You know, not cocaine. Cocaine is not hard drugs. Cocaine is slightly harder than alcohol. You get a kick like a little bit like alcohol, but like even more intense. You know, that's cocaine. You know, so it's still good, but you know, some of y'all want to make it too, you know, get scared. It's just like a little bit better. You know, you can feel it, like, you know, when I'm drunk. But when you're drunk, you're good. So that's why I never do cocaine. You know, I would only do cocaine if there would be really nothing else. It's just the way it is. It's just the way I am. You know, so you cannot get me hooked. You cannot get me hooked on it. I can't get hooked on cocaine. You know, my favorite is you know, I'd rather go good for alcohol or other stuff, other drugs. But alcohol is good, right? Sipping some beer, you know. But you know how I am, guys. But you know, yeah, my past life, going back, my past life, like I that's the reason why I died. Alcohol was the reason I got killed. You know, drunken master. I died there. I died during this era, guys. Literally, I died in the 80s. Go research what movies were in the 80s. Jackie Chan's two first movies were Drunken Master. With the same exact actors, but they called the movie differently. You know, to get other, you know, to reach the Western. They made the Drunken Master to reach the Western, right? And they made one traditional for the Chinese guys. You know, and that's it for me. Past life, Nina, past life, my past lives, past connection with Orion TV. Also have past lives with others. Friends I even had in this life, I met in this past life, so I died and I met them here. All right, and we still couldn't settle, and that's not good. ain't right. We need to actually settle. Even if in our past life we had arguments, but others of you, I met you here. I met you here for the first time, or even if we had multiple past lives, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Then our past life is not that important because we are actually gonna make things happen in the present. All right, but guys, anyways, the stuff with the calendars, this soon gonna be altered. It's gonna be a new calendar. So the months might not have 30 days anymore. Just example. You know, yeah, guys. Yeah, because I would just say that the years like 5 years like 1 year, right? Like a whole 5 year calendar year should actually be 1 year, right? So you should make the months longer, or more months, or 60 months. You should have 60 months, so that like in this amount of year months, 1 year passed, because we gonna live also longer. And it's just a vibrational thing. It's just high, high level. It doesn't matter. It's just the way you see things. It doesn't matter. So, if you go back in the society with the world structure and you talk to others and it doesn't go inside here, because I'm here, guys. I'm talking to y'all because if I talk with others, they're not gonna know what the fuck I'm talking about. They know. This is like some type of knowledge, information we cannot share with everyone. That's why, guys. We have to meet with the with the Octorians, guys. We're gonna meet up with them after all of this is done. But I'm like, don't worry about them yet, guys. I'm just saying, telling y'all that they're gonna come. The Octorians gonna show up because they're supposed to come. All right, but we need to focus on ourselves. All right. But they're gonna help us. We're gonna get a lot of help. It's not just us and Anunnaki. It's most likely also other Anunnakis from above, and they're gonna come down and lead us, because it's better. From some of you, it's embarrassing, I know, but it may be better that they lead us. All right. I know some of you have like a high rank. It's funny, or for some it might be degrading. I get it, but it might be better for the betterment. For it's just to be in balance again. Because maybe we forgot how it feels like. I don't know, but let's just do it. I'm just gonna do it. But the Hopis have seen it. The Hopis already been here, right? When we were back then, when the COVID happened. Remember, guys, COVID? Nobody talking about this, really? Nobody, right? But the Hopi was here while we were all in COVID wearing masks. During this period, the Hopis were already here. You know what I'm saying? And they seen this. So they knew when things gonna happen. They time traveled. So it's etched in time. Right? Yeah, man. So shout out to the bros. I shout out to my bros who made this video. Like, it's going back. Check out the Remedy Age video. I don't know which video it is anymore. If it's as late as a second, you need to go and check out this video. Check out the other ones I mentioned, you guys. One day I have to like put all the links, so you guys know. But all these guys know something. And it would be better if you go check them out than just watch my channel, because I'm not perfect. So you might gonna get some messages like 3 years later. But some you're gonna get now. Don't worry. But imagine I just forget. I just forget like old knowledge. Like I haven't been on Serious in the Temple page for years, for a long time. I might have to go today, guys. Maybe I have to go today and watch, but I don't know. But you know what I mean? Like, that's why. Maybe some of my knowledge is gonna come 3 years later. We can still change it, but hey. So that's what's gonna happen. We're gonna see other, basically see other beings, and we also gonna change, right? We gonna be basically we're just not gonna be hungry. You know what I mean? I'm still hungry. I still get hungry, but I make my potions like wisely. It's not because I could maybe get like as much as I want to and just to get it. No, I'll see what's good right now. You know, or like what's the healthiest. Sometimes I don't want to eat too healthy. You know, you can always go extreme, but you know what I mean, guys. Would maybe make a whole lot of video for this. But I'm already gonna go, guys. Stay safe, right? Stay safe, guys. And yeah, we'll see each other then after this period. If I was right or wrong, if if we gonna get our shit back, or if we actually gonna get our shit back, or if just something else gonna happen, or a setback or something. But at least all of us gonna have some type of closure because I was here today. So it was urgent, but I just didn't give a fuck. But I still did it. All right. And if I can do more, I'll do so. But I have to go. I would have to. I have to go. I have to like get the things. So I need to like also leave the room maybe. Not all that, and I'll be back for another video. We can go more in depth because there's been like before I go, there's been like disaster, flooding type stuff in my home island. Those who don't know, I'm from the Cape Verdean island. All right, they used to have like a similar flag like Jamaica, you know, but then they changed it. We have now like a flag with stars on it and stuff. I prefer the OG, the original flag we had. It really exposes for who we were. This is all just to forget that we are draconian beings. You know, but the new flag is also cool. But there has been a natural disaster, and it's because you guys, you brothers and sisters over there, you are fishing too much. You are killing too many fish. You need to cut on the fish, guys. I get you guys who want to eat meat. You love meat. Many of y'all don't want to let go of the fish. Maybe it's better. I know for some of y'all it's like it's more it's healthier, right? But you need to cut on fish. If you cannot cut on meat, then cut on fish, bro. At least do something. You can't do everything. I can't do everything. There's a price. Yeah, there are consequences for for me knowing all this stuff. Yeah, because then I cannot do stuff. But this is gonna be another video. I just wanted to mention that you guys in Cape Verde, you need to stop fishing before it gets worse. We don't want to lose homes. We don't want to lose that. And you guys don't want that either. You don't want that. All right. But yeah, like I said, stay safe. And yeah, we need to, we need to watch what we eat. And treat each other like Tupac would say in his song. We need to do that. But that's the thing. That's the thing with Cap there, and I think I'm not going to go there. But it's going crazy there. And your brothers and sisters, a lot of y'all know. I know many you brothers and sisters are ignorant, but it's on us though. It's on us. It's on us. Maybe the knowledge was maybe not meant for them, but you know what I mean. But it's not just happening in Cali. The stuff that happened in Cali, it's not just there, guys. It's not just, stop it. It's not just there. It's not just there, guys. It's not just there, okay? It happens everywhere. And yeah. What are we gonna do about it? So I might say more about it when all of this is done, because maybe it's something gonna happen linked to this. guys. This is really not good. You know. But yeah, stuff like this happened before. It's just now we have social media. Others gonna share this. You see how they did this? You see how they did it to some of their brothers and sisters? Let them live in poverty, just so they don't get access to the internet and stuff. But then, when all these new apps came, they all helped us out, just so we get so they controlled when we get, some of us went to get certain knowledge, or yeah, because they had no choice. Because back then, for me to get knowledge, all I really had was YouTube, right? Yeah, the most knowledge I got YouTube because there was nowhere else to go. You had other apps, but for me it was really just YouTube. And then later on, I found about Instagram, and you know, and then Instagram, I know. Oh, okay, there are also some who know the truth, and then the rest came. But then it was too late. It was everywhere. You're gonna find truth everywhere now. Guys, creating content is being ridiculous, but we gotta say it now. I don't even have to sit here anymore. I can just make an AI video to warn you. So I might as well do this next after this video. I just post on another. I made the AI video to warn the others. That would be good. That would be really good. So yeah, I wanted to go, and yeah, I'm actually gonna go, guys. I'm actually gonna go.